Hi, Wonder of Philosophy lovers. I started saying hi, but I kind of made a pause. I'm sorry about it. So, in this video, I realized something about not deep, not so deep actually. You can see when you think of the people or society or the world generally, and I realized that everything we do is kind of against that. Uh, we know that we're gonna die one day, and the last person whom we know, when he's dead or when she's dead, everything is gonna be blow over. Everything is gonna be over for us because the last person that knows us will be already disappeared, and we're gonna be disappeared from the minds of the people. So actually, what we all do is being done against the death. We think that we can beat the death. We can escape from it. We try to be hero, or we try to do heroic talks all the time. But we think that death is simply about disappearing or something. And we try to invent the stories that we can use against death. Actually, if you look at the history, we are all, uh, we are all try to beat the dead down, and keep ourselves, find a ways to keep ourselves in the people's minds somehow. Interesting thing. Sometimes we do this by doing a good things to people, uh, but sometimes some people wants to tattoo themselves into people's mind by doing bad deeds, bad things. It's really interesting thing actually. I realized this. I mean, some people just feed themselves on bad things and terrible things, and they keep doing horrific things in their life. Actually, they call it adventure sometimes. Okay, and they think that this is adventurous thing, so they try to beat their mortality somehow in their minds, but that situation lead them into some kind of psychopathy. Actually, we are living with the psychopaths and sociopaths. If you if you look at the people whose statues, uh, most of them kind of have a tendency to go into this way. I mean, sociopathy or psychopathy. Okay, uh, they somehow want to be remembered, but they don't know how, and they're kind of confused about it, and they really destroying instead of building something really great or fresh or new, and they just do whatever destroys the society, to themselves, to people around them. It's interesting thing. They lost their ways. They have only way uh, to cling to the life which they are, their status actually, their positions in the work, in the job. But once they lose their title, they're done. They're over. So after a while, their job, their title, uh, turns into some kind of toy that can be used against death. Uh, Interesting thing. They think they can beat the death. They can escape and run away from the death. But all they have to do is just fashion up to death, actually. Isn't it? They have to read something about the death. What is it really meant to happen when you died, when you're about to die? So why is living so important? I don't understand. Why people praising over the life all the time? Because I think death is not against the life, it's just part of the life. Okay? So we have to all the time remember that we're gonna die somehow at some point. Maybe all of a sudden, maybe by a shocking or funny accident, could be a good way of dying actually. And after we are dead, everything is gonna continue somehow. It's not end of the world. It's not gonna be end of the world. We're gonna turn it into dust, and we're gonna be dissolved right in the soil, and we're gonna be disappeared somehow. Why it's so hard to accept the death? I mean, why some politicians, even though they are really old, they don't want to step down their positions? Why they are so clinging into their positions and materials? It's a really interesting thing. All we do is just we are doing it just against the death, but nothing else. We try to delay the death. That's why. That's why we are pleasuring ourselves really badly. You want to forget something, some kind of realities. We try to run away from the death. Some people try to run away from the life either. But memento mori, we have to remember this. I don't want to sound like a stoic or something. This is not my philosophy. But memento mori, you have to remember all the time dead. Okay? It could be knocking on your door after minutes. You have to know how to be prepared mentally, not just physically. If you remember all the time dead, that's gonna make you really good person. I think if you design your life according to this, you're gonna create a good life. You're gonna create a better life, but richer life, real rich. I mean, not what I meant. What I meant is a different. I mean, not the rich by the society's standards, but by your own terms, your own standards. Take care of yourself, guys. I hope this video enlightened you somehow, give you some kind of perspective about life. We are doing it almost everything against the death, but we can't run away. We can't escape from it. We have to embrace it. This is our reality. We are human. We are weak. And we have to understand that we are a couple of weaklings. Take care of yourself, guys. See ya.